Micro, small and medium enterprises, jointly called as MSMEs, play a major role in the Indian economy. The MSME units are generally energy intensive, and it is imperative for them to keep a check on their energy costs. In India, there are over 72.4 million MSME entities providing employment to more than 80.5 million people, contributing around 38% of industrial production of the country. The energy consumption by MSME sector is 50 million tons of oil equivalent. Considering the inherent issues of MSME sector, the Ministry of Power, Government of India, in association with Bureau of Energy Efficiency and Ministry of MSME, Government of India, initiated a project titled National Program on Energy Efficiency and Technology Upgradation in SMEs. Indore SME Food Cluster was selected under the BEE's ambitious project, National Program on Energy Efficiency and Technology Upgradation in SMEs, for energy efficiency interventions in energy-intensive SME clusters in India. The cluster has more than 200 units producing pulses, rice flakes, namkeen and other confectionery items, operating in various pockets of Indore and Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh. Manufacturing process for poha. Paddy is used as raw material for production of poha. After removal of impurities, the paddy is soaked in water for 24 hours, which is then heated in a roaster for removal of moisture and to soften it. The roasted paddy is transferred manually to the poha machines where husk is removed and the rice is processed into flakes to produce rice flakes or poha. Manufacturing process for dal. The raw pulses are cleaned in vibrating cleaners to remove dust and sand particles, while the outer cover from the cleaned pulses is removed in a rotary shaft covered with emery rolls. The pulses are again cleaned in a vibrating cleaner to separate the removed husk, which are further passed over a screw conveyor where water is sprayed on them. The wet dal is then heated in a dryer to reduce the moisture, after which it is conveyed to grinder machine to be broken down into two parts. Finally, the dal is cleaned in cleaner machines, packed and dispatched. Development Enviro Energy Services Limited (DESL) was selected as the implementing agency for Indore Food Cluster. The organization carried out detailed baseline energy audit study in selected units of the food cluster in order to study the energy consumption pattern of those units and recommend saving measures. During the energy audit of the units in Indore and Ujjain, it was observed that most of the units were unorganized and using old and high energy consuming equipment. The units were primarily using two types of energy: electrical energy to drive motors of various machines like counters, cleaners, etc., and thermal energy in the form of wooden logs for their dryers. All the units were using several times rewound, inefficient motors which were consuming more electricity for the same work done. This resulted in increase of electricity bill for the units. The dryers used in the units were inefficient as the fuel or wooden logs were hand-fed by the operators. After audit, the consultants recommended replacing conventional motors and wood-fired dryers in the units with energy-efficient motors and gas-fired dryer. In poha industry, thermal energy is being used in roaster for removal of moisture from wet paddy, and the annual thermal energy used is approximately 1,457 gigacalories per year. In dal industry, thermal energy is being used in dryer for moisture removal from dal, and the annual thermal energy used is approximately 406 gigacalories per year. The replacement of conventional motors and dryers with energy-efficient motors and dryers has brought about significant change in the operation process of the units. The new motor of IE3 class are more efficient than the conventional motors, as there have been several modifications and improvements in its design and construction, such as by replacing the conventional motors and dryers with modern energy-efficient machines following benefits: reduction in specific energy consumption by 10 to 12%, annual savings in energy in a typical unit in this food cluster in the range of 9 to 10% in terms of ton of oil equivalent, reduction in cost of energy from rupees 1,280 approximately to rupees 1,120 per ton of production, reduction in cost of electricity from rupees 5.49 lakhs to 3.43 lakhs with a saving of rupees 2.06 lakhs. And the average payback on the investment is less than 2 years.
पुरानी मोटरों को नई मोटर हाई एफिशिएंसी की मोटरों में कन्वर्ट करने के बाद इलेक्ट्रिकल कंजम्पशन में 20 से 25% का रिडक्शन आ गया है.
The gas-fired dryer is more efficient as the fuel combusts fully, so particulate emissions and unburnt carbon emissions in form of carbon monoxide have become nil. The overall impact of this has been a cleaner environment for working, reduced energy consumption, increased productivity, decrease in cost of production, particulate and carbon emissions.
ये टेक्नोलॉजी अपनाने से मेरी फैक्ट्री को काफ़ी फ़ायदा हुआ है. मैं दाल मिल एसोसिएशन का सीनियर मेंबर होने के नाते दूसरी दाल मिलों को भी सलाह दूंगा कि वो अपनी दाल मिलों में भी इस टेक्नोलॉजी को अपनावें.
Today, the MSME units need to be innovative and show affinity towards adopting energy-efficient measures to be globally competitive.
We are happy that we are the part of this BE project. Because of this project, we were not able to just save the energy in our factory, but also we were able to save the labor cost and other production cost.
In Ujjain, the units process rice flakes, also known as poha. Like the pulse processing units of Indore, the units in Ujjain are also very small, using old and inefficient technologies. Baseline audits were conducted in 9 units that involved system study to identify the major energy conservation suggestions were replacing old and inefficient motors of poha machines, flaker machine, FD fans of roasters, raw material and finished material conveyors, etc. with new IE3 class high energy efficient motor.
I'm really thankful to you for helping us out in solving our major issues. We shifted from the traditional drives to dedicated geared box drives. We replaced all our motors with energy efficient motors. We started getting better power, and their consumption of required MD went down. So our billing cost came down. Then when we implied this geared motors, what happened with geared motors was we were having a dedicated drive for every machine. Now that was another multifold benefit for us. We were able to have a better production quality. We were able to control our production.
With the use of the new energy efficient motors of IE3 class, the energy consumption has come down, so has the maintenance cost and breakdowns. Adoption of energy efficient technologies brings with it several other benefits, such as reduction in harmful emissions and reduced noise levels, lower downtime due to breakdown, etc. The unit owners that have implemented the suggested energy efficient measures want the other fellow industrialists to switch to these measures.
मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ MSME गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के संयुक्त तत्वाधान में नेशनल प्रोग्राम ऑन एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी ऑन SME क्लस्टर का मध्य प्रदेश में आयोजन किया गया, जिसका संचालन ब्यूरो ऑफ एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी ने किया, और हमें इस बात का गर्व है कि हम इस प्रोजेक्ट के भागीदार रहे.
The baseline audits and the subsequent implementation of the energy efficiency measures in Indore and Ujjain have yielded energy savings to the tune of 10 to 15%.
In the poha industries of Ujjain, we have started the audits, and when we did the audits, we found that there are two major areas of energy usage. One is the electrical energy, and another one was the thermal energy. We had projected energy savings of 8 to 10% of the prevalent energy costs at that time. But on implementation, we found that the total energy savings was close to 14 to 15%.
Energy efficient interventions have brought about a positive change in 7 units of Indore and Ujjain.
Bureau of Energy Efficiency through Ministry of Power implementing energy efficiency program in SME sector since last 10 years. We learned that implementation of demonstration projects is essential in SME sector because seeing is the believing. This is the concept is used by SME unit owners.
These pilot units have received encouraging response after implementing energy efficient technologies, and I urge all the remaining SME units in this cluster as well as other clusters to also adopt energy efficiency so that their competitiveness is also enhanced by such efforts.
BEE under Ministry of Power, Government of India is promoting energy efficiency in an aggressive way, and MSME units must grab this opportunity to enhance their energy efficiency levels.